Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. You're welcome to another interesting episode of Daily Drip. This is a program where we give you updates on issues and events that helps build up your productivity. And we are going to be exploring a very, very important topic today. My name is Shamsudeen Abdulrazak. You're welcome to this episode of Daily Drip. So over the past 8 months, the Nigerian university students and lecturers have been at home, courtesy of the industrial actions, and we've had this going on for quite a while now. And these issues has actually affected a lot of activities that grounded the activities of the Nigerian university students. And we've had not series of meetings between the federal government and that of the team from ASUU, that is the Academic Staff Union of universities, and there have been like 7 meetings at different intervals to talk about this issue of the industrial action. And let's dive into the issue proper. We've had the history of the Academic Staff Union of University was established in 1978. It was an offshoot of the then Nigerian Association of University Teachers, which was established in 1965, and we've had series of industrial actions. And it's been said that there is no how you will actually go out of the Nigerian university or you pass through the Nigerian university without experiencing an industrial action courtesy of ASUU. So, and today we're going to be discussing the impacts of ASUU strike on the Nigerian students. And today I have in the studio a 400 level student of Department of Mechanical Engineering from the prestigious Federal University of Technology, Mina, person of Mr. Ayonetemi Abdulkader. You're welcome, sir. Now, looking at the ASUU strike as it stands now, from your own perspective, we've had lots of students been at home for like 8 months now.
Yes.
So, how has ASUU strike affected you as a student?
Okay. Firstly, it has affected me a lot. Starting from the way I perceive university before entering university, that okay, 5 years course, after that I'll be an engineer, so after 5 years. Now with this kind of action, I can see 5 years turning to 6 years, 7 years, and it delays a lot of things for me. So that is one of the ways that it affected me, not only me, some students too. So I'm going through this.
Now, a lot of people have actually argued that the ASUU strike is a blessing to them. Now, we've looked at the likes of, in 2009, the ASUU strike of 2009 led to the likes of Olude, the owner of Joberman. He came with 2 of his friends and they came up with the idea of Joberman. And today, 11 years down the line, we have Joberman as one of the biggest recruiting sites dealing with the issue of unemployment and unemployability in Africa. So that was an offshoot of Joberman, of the ASUU strike. So, and we've also had this issue of cases of unwanted pregnancy, people going into drugs as a result of not being engaged or with the ASUU strike. So, what exactly are you doing within this period of the ASUU strike?
Yeah. To some people, ASUU strike can be a way for them to relax their mind and to be at home, sleeping and waking up. While to some other can be a time for them to pursue their dreams that they have. Because sometimes in university you can put too rod into fire. But with this little break, someone like me, okay, I'm a student, and likewise having a kind of startup business with this kind of holiday or impromptu holiday.
Yes.
So I try to sit down, look at how things work very well, and how I can improve my concept and the dream I have for the business. So with that, I can see that, okay, this little period, I'd not wasted on something else, like just waking up and waiting for the lecturers to the agreement and so on. But I sit down, look at what can I do to solve my community problem. So, and I think to me, it's like it's a blessing too.
Yes, it's actually a blessing to the likes of you. And there are a lot of students out there that are yet to know what and what they are going to be. For example, now, of recent, according to the last meeting of ASUU, we've had a situation whereby they said the federal government has agreed to, they've actually shifted grants and have agreed to pay 70 billion naira for the revitalization of the system and payment of the earn allowance, the earn academic allowance. And also, they've actually agreed to pay the salaries they are owing the Nigerian lecturers who are not yet enrolled on the IPPIS, that is the Integrated Payroll Personnel and Information System. So now we've had this issue of ASUU strike here and there. Now, what's your view about ASUU strike? Do you think the Nigerian lecturers ASUU is selfish? Or do you think they're actually fighting for the rights of Nigerian students? Like the rights of the betterment of the education as a whole, the educational system in Nigeria. What's your view about the ASUU at this time?
What I discover with the history of ASUU strike is whenever that particular thing is being tampered with, that is their salary. That is when they say, okay, we need to go for strike. We have to engage in what is called industrial strike so that the government will. So I can record then back in 2012, 2013, that okay, the infrastructure in university is not enough.
Yes.
So we need to, government need to pay a particular amount and so on. So, but looking at it, from 2013 up to 2020. These are, what is it called, is still there. Most of our university structure are not improved. But when the issue of IPPIS to tamper with their salary just occur, that's when they said, okay, we need to go on strike so that the government will what? So in order to make their point somehow elaborate or somehow okay to the public, so they come with, okay, the 2013 agreement has not been the allowances has not been paid. So combine everything together just to the sympathy of the people. But to me, sometimes it is that salary.
Yes, that is the allowances that is making them to not for the betterment of the education. Okay, there is always two sides to a coin. So now let's look at the history of ASUU strike. We've had the ASUU strikes. When ASUU came into being, we've had from 1998 to 1990, ASUU was actually proscribed. So ASUU came into being back in the early 90s when we had the likes of Professor Atahiru Jega, that is the former INEC chairman, as the then president of ASUU. So we've actually had ASUU within that period to 1996 to 1998. We've had the ASUU battling with the administration of the then head of state, that is late General Sani Abacha. Now coming down to the year 2000, during the administration of President Olusegun Obasanjo, we've had another ASUU strike. Then we now had the 2009 ASUU strike, which is the power of all strikes. And we had that particular strike and where we talked about the NEET assessment for the Nigerian universities. And that has actually the renegement of the Nigerian government for not being able to fulfill that was what made ASUU to go back to strike in 2013 during the time of the then Dr. Nasser Fege as the then president of ASUU. Now, 2020, again, we're still back on it. Do you think there is going to be any way out? What do you think is a way out for this ASUU strike? Or is going to be like an X? That so they can find your university years cannot be complete without an X. So what do you think is the way out, or do you think it's just like it has become a norm that ASUU strike has actually come to stay in Nigerian universities?
What I think is the problem is, let me ask a question. Assuming you are paying someone, and the person doesn't give you revenue, understand? And you want to determine how the way you want to make your payment. Can you fight on that?
You can. It depends. It is dicey.
So likewise, if we want to solve the case of ASUU strike, firstly, Nigerian society at large, see, corruption is on it. So there's what we call autonomy, like, okay, it's then private outside the country, like, okay, you give the university
full autonomy.
Full autonomy that all the money they generate should be used for their house. And government will not support. But what government will create to make education easy for we commoners.
Yes.
So is that there will be a separate fund. But okay, whenever you're given admission, just go to that bank, issue your admission letter. So they will calculate, okay, which year we use in the university and the amount or your stipend. So maybe it might not be given to you, but pay to the university at whatever section, they will pay the money. And after you finishing the university, so from your salary,
you'll be
paying back
your tuition fee.
It is being done in developed country, but not in Nigeria, because we have this EU force that we need to solve, and that's what corruption. Because government can create that, what's it called? Yes, one person can just wake up and loot all the
money in the bank. So you felt if we have a student bank where that bank issue out loan to Nigerian students, at the end of the day they pay back in that light, so it will solve the issue of ASUU going to strike. So the university on autonomy, that's number one. Then number two, we needed to get a student bank to help foot the bill. So I think we've heard from our guest today. He is Adeyemi Ayonitemi Abdulkadir. He is a student of the Department of Mechanical Engineering from the prestigious Federal University of Technology, Minna, and he has actually given his own take on this issue, which has still been lingering. So currently there is no end in sight for the currently ongoing ASUU strike, but we hope that in the nearest future, everything is going to be normal, and the Nigerian student can actually go back to school after a very, very long while. So we'll be happy to hear your views and comments on the comment section below, and we would love to get more comments on this issue of ASUU strike, and what do you think is actually the way forward to end the incessant strike in our Nigerian tertiary institutions. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Shamsudeen Abdulrazak.